Hey, welcome to Daquan's Aerial Quad channel. I am revisiting a few locations now from a previous video. If I think of it, I will link that here in this one right now. But we are out to Interstate 44. If you caught the last one in this little sequence of videos from January 31st. Very exciting times, I know. But we've got a foot of snow on the ground in Missouri. It's been here about a week. I am on the way home from that conference in Osage Beach at Margaritaville. And once I've hit I-44, I figured I'll just revisit a few places I've flown before in videos. Today, as you can see, we're in Cuba, Missouri, a land of several water towers. Now, what I'm hoping to do today is to hit a few different spots, and by spots, obviously, I mean water towers, because it's me. But I want to go to a few different water towers and compare this Mini 5 Pro to when I was here last time. I was flying the Mini 4 Pro, and just see how we do with connection and other things like that. I don't remember battery being that much of an issue last time, but it was tough to keep connected to the controller the whole time. So I just want to see how it works on the 5 Pro. I am in the same parking lot as I was before. Here's that nice travel center I stopped at last time. That was on a trip to Tuscumbia, Missouri. I went near Tuscumbia on this trip. I'm actually on the way home, so I'm headed east. Right now we're more in the central Missouri. I need to go to the east central part of Missouri. So I'm cruising at 274 feet right now. About a half mile away already. And we've got 5 bars of connection on the controller. So we'll see how this goes today. I have not done much revisiting places I've already flown previously, other than, right there at home in Festus. So, let's see what this is like here in Cuba. Trying a different mic setup for these videos today. I've got both mic minis set up on the steering wheel. It is about 10 degrees outside right now, so I will not be sitting outside babysitting. I will very much be staying inside. All right, so that's down to 3, back to 4. Let me get the drone pointing directly away from me again. It's supposed to be the strongest connection is pointing directly away from you, and we're pointing directly to you. So let's do that. We're over a mile. There. Hey. Cuba Wildcats. All right, we are looking good so far. About 300 feet now, increased just ever so slightly. And let's hit the next water tower. I don't know very many fun facts about Cuba. It's this part of Missouri has a couple interesting named cities. If you like, South and Central America, we've got Cuba, or I guess really just Central America. We've got Cuba here. Okay, we're losing the service. Okay, up to full altitude. If we have to go higher than this, we can't. But yeah, there's a Cuba and there's a Mexico, Missouri, both in this part of the state. So there's a fun pattern there. Someone enjoyed, perhaps had a little too much fun naming places back whenever they named them. All right, so we're back up to 4 bars now. That's interesting. And looks like we should be able to make it to this far water tower without much problem. Yeah, not quite 2 miles away. Again, I am sitting, looking uphill right now. Cuba Industrial Park. Yes, I'm looking uphill. Let's see if I can go to the other side of that tower. That ought to be about 2 miles if I can get over there. Yeah, I believe we've crossed over 2 miles now. Excellent. About the farthest I've gotten away from this thing and on this trip. And it just says Cuba Industrial Park on that side as well. A little anticlimactic, but that's okay. Alright. So, no idea what goes on here in this industrial park. But that's what it is. We have a fourth, and is that a fifth water tower I see back there? No, that was a strange kind of reveal of snow with the trees surrounding it, so that was not another water tower for us to look at. So we've got 4 here in Cuba. That's pretty good. Just an interstate town. This travel center I'm at here, Travel Authority, whatever the TA is enormous, though. Got quite a few diesel pumps. This is where, in that previous video, I was actually seeing some sort of big piece of farm equipment get loaded onto a trailer. Never did determine exactly what it was. I think it was a root vegetable harvester of some sort, but that is just my speculation. Alright, we got 5 bars. Let's bring our altitude down a bit. We're about 320 feet now. We're down to 3 bars, but we still have 3 bars, so we'll keep it here for now. Cuba. Right, the Mini 5 Pro is doing today's mission like a champ. I say right as I start to get a weakened connection, probably because of the actual water tower itself, and I did drop quite a few feet. This thing, I say it all the time, but man, how fast you can gain and lose altitude. It's impressive, and it's a little sketchy sometimes. Get back over the interstate. So what do we have here? Looking at it, I'm still not sure. It's a lot of something. See if I can push over to it. Take a look. Make sure I'm kind of facing that direction here. Is it pallets? It couldn't be just pallets. Boy, I don't know what that is. But boy, there's a lot of whatever it is. Look at all that. Yeah, I don't know, but it just goes on and on. I'll do a little digging, and if I figure out what all this is, I'll comment to that here on the video. It really does look like pallets. Hopefully future me knows what it is and can help us out. There's a little playground. It's like there's been a little bit of frolicking since the snow has fallen. But we've got an interstate to cross. This Mini 5 Pro has really been keeping up with me on this trip. I had one day where I didn't fly at all. Just, was busy being at the convention and doing things. But here on this way home, I'm glad I've got 5 batteries. Gotta keep cycling through them and keep one on the charger all the time. A lot of neat stuff I want to see while there's snow on the ground. Alright, let's straight line it toward us and see what the wind is like. So we're definitely flying into the wind right now, which is interesting. Typically, wind here in Missouri is going to go more to the east. But right now it seems to be coming from the east, at least to some degree. And we're going to be fine. We're within half a mile. Or we're within a mile. We got half battery, I mean to say. So, no concerns. But it is just kind of interesting. That's opposite the norm. As always, we appreciate Dead Armadillo Sounds for giving us some music to enjoy. These are not as interesting without his contribution, as you know if you watch my first few videos. Oof. Beautiful snowscape here. Alright, let's check out this giant tank here before we wrap it up here in Cuba. Let's drop some altitude. We're close now. So can I get any more speed if I go to sport?
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
No, it doesn't look like it. It really is just getting knocked around a little bit up there. This has been a pretty windy trip, so I can't say that's too surprising. Let's go back to normal, just in case. A couple flights ago, I got way too close to some power lines. Twice. So I'd rather not have any such experiences again. Is this a drive-in? Yeah, okay, it's a drive-in. Look at that. You don't see those very often, do you? I see all these posts in the ground for your speakers. I wonder if it's still open. I'll look into that and post that here on the screen as well. Hopefully it is. That'd be great. There's one not too far from Festus. I am going full stick to the left, and I'm going 1.8 miles an hour. What's happening? There can't be wind like that. Is it because of the gimbal? Okay, I have noticed, and it tells you about it. Depending on the angle of the gimbal and how much wind there is, it will severely limit you on your left or right movement. In left to right in particular, I think it limits you more generally, but definitely in the left to right movement. All right. Well, it's tough to say. It's, being wintertime and all, covered in snow, but this doesn't really look like a active theater. Now, presumably, some of those windows there are where it's got heat in the building. Smoke coming out of the stack. Yeah, hopefully it's open. I will have already posted it on screen for you, so you're just sitting there wondering why this dummy doesn't just read the screen, but that's because I haven't written it yet. Who's the dummy now? Yeah, we'll take one last look at this here tank, and then we'll head on down the road. Still not sure what this is used for. Did look into that last time and never figured it out. Long-term fuel? Is it water? Is it something else I don't understand? Who knows? But anyway, this has been round 2 of lovely Cuba, Missouri. Thanks for watching DJI's Aerial Quad channel, and I do hope I see you next time.